Let's take you back to some developing news now this morning as the investigation continues into the death of a 12-year-old girl in Enfield. Police were back at that home. Investigators still trying to figure out how she died. Her stepfather now accused of sexual assault. Your reporter Taylor Knight live at the Enfield Police Department with the very latest. Taylor.
Investigators were back on Elm Street yesterday. Police tell us they were executing another search warrant at that home where the little girl lived with her mother and her stepfather. This is what it looked like at 176 Elm Street yesterday. Investigators from the State Police Major Crimes Unit were seen going in and out of the home. It's where 12-year-old Eve Rogers was found dead inside of her bedroom last month with pills nearby. Autopsy results found that she had been sexually assaulted. Her stepfather, Anthony Federline, is now facing risk of injury to a minor and sexual assault charges. He was in court on Monday and pled not guilty. He was also a school bus driver here in Enfield, but has been fired. The chief medical examiner is still working to figure out how Eve died. Police tell us that it could be weeks before they get any answers. Your reporter live in Enfield, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.